Hobbit presses into the short water. JDC behind Exertion. This is looking like a Cloud9 B commit, nice and early. And it's nice to see that NXT generation with kills already on this map. Torzi, Exertion, JDC. That's who we look to at the moment here on B. Shiro bringing up the back end of this, but there is no commitment just yet. There's no movement from MOUZ on the A site, so you know that this B hold better be wary.
Oh man, it's actually a pretty weak position here for MOUZ. They're falling back too.
Caught in transition. It's all about the kills though. They do get down into the water. They have the smallest position to hold on with, and it's Exertion at least to catch them off guard. But I mean, just corralled, culled into the corner, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Cloud9 beating down from above them.
They just did
man advantage MOUZ. They just weren't ready.
They just didn't believe it was going to be B. If they were going, if they're transposing into another setup on the B side, another passive one, it could have been better. Of course, getting caught jumping as the entry comes out, a little unlucky. The timing is perfect there for Cloud9. They might have manufactured it. It's hard to say. But if we take a snapshot on that default before anybody trades glances, we have a similar amount of map control for MOUZ, but it's more heavily, it's more demanding on the A site. They have 3 slightly more passive positions. They don't have one guy in party like we see on the mini-map right now. They had 2 holding bathrooms, 1 outside of bathrooms as well, and those players are stuck in. I mean, they don't even have a fast rotation downstairs, so no middle of the map control. A moment to talk about the Lord.
Yeah. James, our Lord and Savior.
Let's see if they can get on the couch really make this a meal for Mousesports.
Going to force MOUZ to get a little creative in this, seeing as they're working with the lesser weapons, seeing as utilities non-existent.
Oh, it's the Furia crawl.
But Frozen has that kit. You know, it's like it's bare bones, but it's a miraculous moment maybe. Torzi, he's got more where that first one came from, but Inters keeps it clean.
No flank.
Hobbit at the forefront, 2 USPs, of course, as Frozen tries to scramble inwards, and Hobbit's going to stuff Exertion in an instant. USP down for the count, bomb planted, Shiro finds Frozen, and JDC, nothing left.
It's a Metal Gear Solid call. Snake out the outside of bathrooms, don't alarm anybody, and before it's too late, trap the riflers inside of bathrooms before they can fight back. And again, I call it the Furia play. It's so ironically Furia. It's something that they did a lot on Overpass, where the team that makes so much noise always lets you know what they're doing, but then they're a bit farther than you expect. But somehow, once in a while, we'll do a crawl up through the outside of bathrooms without throwing a single nade. And NaVi likes to make this call as well.
I think it's kind of comparable to exactly what we just saw at the B site, right? Much more utility in that case, but it's still just that hit some zingers.
Yeah.
It's just about minimizing those mistakes. Don't flash into the likes of Shiro without assistance. Exertion, again. I love when he presses in. But Inters has been hot on the trade. For only 3 kills, that's 2 efficient trades. 1 in bathrooms versus Torzi, and now this here at B.
And they made sure to add a layer of insurance when it comes to approaching B. That pistol round, Hobbit, and
hot.
NaVi peeking out, getting the refrag, or Axile, I should say. These past couple as well. Now, normally it's Axile by himself, lurking out on his own timings.
That's how it started.
Yeah, here they're planning for the worst, and it's actually, you know, allotting them some interesting mid-round situations. 4v4, long control. They've won the middle of the map. They won short. No one's pushing Monster because that rarely happens. So the CTs, this will expose their insecurities. They'll look for some info back. They get short water, but they've come up to the A site. Are they late? Let's see. Torzi up to the plate.
Sees the util. Nice freebie versus Inters. And gets back around the truck. Axile can't keep it clean enough. And an excellently timed flank here from Dexter. So Shiro's chance to clutch because 3 separate fronts all fall the way of MOUZ. And with 20 seconds on this clock, Shiro doesn't want to go home empty-handed. He's going to press in. Dies.
They got the info for him over on the B side to know, hey, it's coming to be A in a few seconds. Stay sharp. And he is sharp.
Dexter, who is this? Hyper aggressive, and he gets the kill inside the playground. Some pressure back from Axile. Torzi on an aisle as Dexter peels away from long. At least he knows that playground's fully clear. So Torzi confident to stick around. He knows there's nobody breathing down his neck. And then when that shot is missed, okay. washes his hands, and walks away. If Cloud9 think they can transition into the B hit, well, they better be ready for what has stopped them before. Flash over top, Hobbit at the front, Axile and him already dead, and this one gets locked.
Take the door off the hinges.
Couldn't see Jack. And Torzy, okay, fully blind. Stuck inside the party. He'll now be going down, and Cloud9 gun for a fifth. A fifth on this T side is enough, hands down. They've already proven that. At Axile, well, he's gonna get caught out. It's Dexter down beneath him. Always getting into antics. C9 transitioning into the long push. They don't have to worry about that operand position. Remember, every time they press to A, it's generally Torzy. Not this time. We'll have Frozen outside bathrooms. JDC behind the dice. And MOUZ looking to roll Cloud9 in this 15th. Still a minute, though. You'd be foolish to think Cloud9 are going to force the issue or follow through before they're really prepared and ready to go. At Exertion, since he does have some space, tries to press forward. Again, enters. Minimal amounts of kill, but it's a good one. It gets back man advantage, presses them closer towards B, opens it as a possibility, and the off goes back. Shiro can sense you, and Dexter dives into the short side, picks up 2 kills, pistol out, and Inters will bring this back. It gets into JDC V2, and if he finds that timing, well, he would have found them by surprise instead.
Few, but specifically Overpass and Axile, who has shown unbelievable games and some inconsistency, looking to beat the previous playoff stats. And if you could do it in a comeback versus another roster that was born of the academy, well, wouldn't that be special? But MOUZ looking to stop that in its tracks.
Ooh.
What a clear. What a clear.
With conviction. Hobbit pieces together the peak. We're going to get a fast rush from MOUZ up through bathrooms. Now no longer wasting time. Axile locking horns down long. Nafany inside the bomb site kills Dexter on the other end. 3 kills back in from MOUZ. If there's one thing that goes their way, it seems to always be pistols.
The bomb is left here at long. They're taking over bank control. The CTs are trying to be patient, but they're being hunted from the back.
Nice. Torzy gets that little fight forward. Hobbit smoked off for a moment, trying to do it all on his own. And he just gets lost inside of that smoke, so he has to peel away from it. MOUZ will find the post plant. Frozen on 70, Exertion on 40. And Hobbit, who looked world class on Inferno, is now hunting a 1 versus 3. As he slides out, he's got one pinned against the truck. It's a little dance versus Torzy that Hobbit's come out on top of. And he's still got that 100 health. Wouldn't this be a miracle? Yeah, he'll get caught on the cross. Now with such little...
Versus a really well-stocked MOUZ.
Ooh, this is kind of fun. Scout versus Scout.
Yeah.
Although it is Axile. Shiro leaves his utility, decides to take the forward press. Dexter is right on the other end of this. Molly for the front of the bank. Axile looking to support. There it is. Shiro's ump revealed. JDC tagged up. And at least he gets the kill back. But it's not just that single UMP. Nafany has also slid forward as they lose the scout. Now their back's exposed and the rotation starts to come up. The 5-7's enough to kill JDC. They almost line up for it. The site's being held. More damage done, and Frozen starts to bail them out. Enters with the 5-7, 2 bullets away from upsetting in the force. And he slides back into cover further towards the dumpster. MOUZ will leave.
Wow, he's making this so precarious. I mean, he doesn't have another gun on his body. Inters, he's been good for a clutch every once in a while. They're so low, and he's beat them to the site.
He's got the bigger picture. It's just about the delivery. And Inters is sliding in between 2 T's. Bomb will be planted. However, that's JDC down. And Frozen, with ice in his veins, cannot afford to take a single shot. Inter's just trying to expose anything, and he knows that a tap is what it needs. Now with the automatic gun, you'd think it comes easier, but like I said, ice in his veins. You think they bought a kit? Because Frozen doesn't. He doesn't budge. He doesn't move, and with that, he'll keep MOUZ's momentum well alive.
Oh, it is all in the name with Frozen. 5 HP, no other option, but still, a worse, less composed player would bite and try to get that in whatsoever.
Just guns. Weaponized meat bags.
Everything going on over at B is a false flag. There is the bomb with the majority on the A side, moving up in this direction. Dexter trying to sell this fake, walking in, gonna get damage off and a kill.
Did you look at that?
And now, is there another rotation? Look at Exile. We got to pay attention to him. If
They
he's staying
actually
confident, he stays. Oh, they are seeing Dexter and thinking it's going to be a bait. Frozen sits on
got the
B, but
read.
they've already rotated.
And the bomb's locked in on long. I mean, it could leave and still make it, but it would have to start its long journey now.
Oh, man.
Cloud9.
They can try to wait for the walkthrough to the site. The T's are actually going to think about going back. 30 seconds, and they might run into this.
Hobbit is the one chosen for this moment. He keeps it tucked beneath the ledge and goes down empty-handed. They needed that. It opens up the rotation for the bomb. Frozen's already deep, and Cloud9 will now desperately start to run this back over. Oh, what? JDC just slams a shot through smoke. Exile comes through, dropped by Frozen, who slid past the dead body of Dexter to confirm B is free.
Wow, the 2-layer fake, and it looked like MOUZ just dug a little bit too deep. They got a little bit too crazy with it.
Ooh, not spotted as Frozen. So you'd think he gets to have a field day on the B site. But it is really just the warning. Hobbit, caught leaving the first corner by JDC. So things going swimmingly, it seems. A press into the short water. Will prime Frozen for a 3K. They line up, and he'll slay 2. First up. Next up, Enters. Puts an end to that party. NaVi, speaking of parties, slides through smoke. Him and Exertion crossing paths towards the bomb plant towards A. All is good in the MOUZ camp. A 14-5 score on Overpass. And what could very well be the first map loss of Cloud9 since they took Greyhound to the limit.
We want to be careful with those words, but listen, eventually it's going to catch up to you. You can't keep getting away with this, Cloud9. The T sides have not been up to par. And here with the 5 rounds, no win after the pistol. How many times can they survive this? Well, we'll see. If they could do it again, I mean, they could do it again. Will be exploited by a team like MOUZ. I mean, what a capstone comeback it would be for Cloud9 and this litany of comebacks that they performed in the past couple of weeks now. But you can't bet on it. You just can't.
Oh, no. It's up to them to put their money where their mouths are. You want to approach this round by round? Well, here's round number 20. Exile, wow, timing betrays him, and still he delivers. Nice second one into Dexter there. 12 HP will keep Exile alive and standing, and will give Cloud9 a little sigh of relief. Torzy gets the better of it, but that's going to prime Hobbit for a one-tap flank. And he just instantly transmissions back down into connector, but not ready for Frozen to come through. Singular man advantage.
The multifaceted lurks once again here for Mousesports, finding an interesting way back into the round. 2v4 is unthinkable. 2v3, well, it's improbable, but MOUZ still with money, still with HP.
It's good utility. Oh, missed flash. JDC gonna have to work in without it. Shiro comes up from dumpster, but misses his one shot. Did he not see his hands?
I don't know if he did.
NaVi was exposed, and now he goes left wide.
And though everything else looks pretty decent, and with their way they're setting up right now, they don't have to do a full default. So exec into the A site.
Exile pinned on long.
Yeah, good progress.
Exertion's Molotov moves forward, but it's instantly smoked. So a warning side for MOUZ. Big issue if nobody holds connector, because Hobbit's going to come at this again. And now that Torzy's hands are no longer busy, Exertion, he got legged from truck, but Hobbit still strikes. Down go 3. On the flank, he holds them. And Frozen, desperate at this point, his entire team collapsed as they tried to press through bathrooms. Glocks only, no utilities. Exile. Ooh, dinked. Makes things a little more interesting, but it's just one M4 and it comes at a cost. Grenade's gonna chip away. NaVi sliding. How do they fit in that corner? Two dudes, one spot. Had a chance now from Frozen. 21-9. I don't need to remind you of what he's.
Finish line is nearby, but there are some pretty tanky linemen defending against the touchdown. What is that shot from Shiro?
We've seen some disgusting flick shots from him so far this event.
Something quite like a floor bang.
And he just snatches Torzy by the neck, slams him to the ground. It'll set up Cloud9's 5v4. AWP trades hands into those of Dexter.
That steals just so much power from you in the round. You lose your opera that quickly. Just feels so thinned out. Cloud9 start to move into their usual positions, readying for a type of B hit coming their way. It's no more pressure on Shiro. After his first casualty comes so early, such a high value target in Torzy.
Damage.
Oh, and yeah, they're getting pestered.
Yeah, they just, unfortunately, it's a gut-wrenching feeling for MOUZ.
This is one of those positions where you want to be inconspicuous sometimes in CS, but it's not all about going completely unnoticed.
Sure. Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to improve your position, maintain tension, and let them know you know. It doesn't make their life any easier. And look at the benefits. Interrupted the attack. They're saving in the position where they wanted to execute. And, oh, another opper down.
Yeah.
Part-time opper, of course.
Yeah, forgot that wasn't Torzy and thought, goddamn Hobbit. Dexter just not fast enough on the trigger finger. And so, yes, from the position of attack to the consolation of a save.
Oh,
Shiro, first shot out, finds its mark.
Oh, bad flash. Oh, no, it's a good flash. It's actually a great flash. Gets an interesting bounce there, yeah.
Ooh, he wants to go digging. Gets away from connector, but just takes a further angle. So again, he's honing in on JDC. It's a lot of real estate here being held by Exile, and he's worried about fights on either side, but this could really boil down to timing. Like you said, multifaceted, lurks, and
yeah.
JDC is not alone here inside connector. Exile, this could be one for him to queue up. They arrange themselves in a line.
Oh,
well, that could have been, but
that's that black bars, baby.
He's playing that game, right? Back and forth, left and right, which way to look. And now all of a sudden, MOUZ, they're going to crank that dial to a 10. Dexter goes running through. Stuffed by Inters up close. More flashes, both sides. Frozen prevails. Hobbit slides in, drops bomb, and then gets back around into the corner. Low HP. Shiro shaves off JDC. And Cloud9 look as though they're hanging on again. But how about Frozen? Nope, not this time. It's exertion over the top, and exertion.
We have 3 on the B side and only an opera to support you.
Can get real close on long. Exile just pressing into the cement. NaVi's gonna get a little closer. Exile goes down for free. NaVi, this smoke is temporary, but it still works. 2 kills already. Exertion's got the Deagle trade. Shiro scoped towards bathrooms, missed the snapshot. MOUZ start to run in. Hobbit's been killed, and this could very well be it. They gave up that real estate. Inters pressing in around the smoke. M4s in the hands of MOUZ, and did they give them too much space?
Well,
or did C9 just give them enough rope to hang themselves? Inters, unbeknownst to MOUZ, has gotten up into the bathrooms. Exertion's gonna peek, and there it is!
Start 14-4 before you get onto rifles. Well, you literally have to play perfect and get lucky.
And that last one, they don't find it, but right back into the winning ways. Don't forget, right, they already offered 5 CT round wins in a row. If you don't think they can do this, then you don't know Cloud9. And you haven't watched their tale here in Rio de Janeiro. It has been this every step of the way. Dexter, he finds that timing, but he exposes himself to the heavens, and that's where Hobbit strikes him down. Next up, Torzy versus Shiro, and with bomb dropped, so is this one. MOUZ.
throwing his kit to clear out bathrooms, push back the uppers, and try to get the rotations out heavier towards A. You can see the bomb outside of B right now. MOUZ are clearly interested in hitting the B. Oh my god! What is that?
A stunning shot from Torzy. A man advantage, MOUZ.
If that's the kill, that's the reason they close out the map. We have to shut our mouths about Torzy. 20 and 14.
And Frozen now, let that be your fire. Let that be your fuel. Inter's out. NaVi offers one, and with it, MOUZ decide to pump the brakes and double back because they've got Exertion pressing towards A. Who's ahead of it? It's Axile. Meant to be the star rifle of Cloud9. His struggles in Rio have been apparent, but he saw that barrel, and he'll shut down Exertion. Next up is Dexter and Torzy, and he's got a smoke to work with. They're gonna hone in on this side, dodges the flash, Axile delivers yet another, but Torzy nails another two. Couple kills left for the Hungarian, looking to feast on this A site. Bomb planted, what a round for him. NaVi presses wide, Torzy dodges and doesn't manage.
Extremely tense. MOUZ don't know they can win. But they clearly have the tools. Oh, well. Okay, well, one of them gets thrown at Torzy.
Yeah, from the highlight reel to the first coffin filled. And Shiro gonna get flashed back. If there was a player pressing into mid, maybe Shiro does get caught, but the escape route very clear. And I think at this point for Cloud9, so is the bigger picture. Dexter again trying to pick up that AWP, trying to fill a role that he probably doesn't even want to touch. But when Torzy's the first man down, Exertion. Oh, NaVi. He wins it from the back, and then they don't know about Axile ahead of it all. Frozen will still catch Hobbit. That's at least a saving grace for MOUZ's 28th. A hope and a dream, still very well alive. A tournament life on the line. Map 3 not far away.
So close.
What an attempt this would be from Frozen. And I mean, he's piecing this together. He senses the peak, the inevitability of NaVi comes in and will shut down that short play. Dexter again left on his own.
The swing is perfect. Perfect amount of space for his teammate to come through into that. Dexter on the up, figuring out how to save. He has to, I think he feels like he has the onus to make sure he gets a kill first. Sourcing some information and taking down Axile.
Why not?
18 seconds, and he's just trying to play games with them. They don't even care about finding him. It's not really relevant. Right now at Cloud9, yeah, they are a little bit low, and the map is just a little bit too big. So Cloud9, they get to 13. Torzy fully countered before he even get an op shot off. Naded down inside a playground. Well, he's the weakest when he can't shoot back. See if they can make that a consistency. Great to see NaVi. I mean, he's dying a lot, as he does, but he's also getting a lot of really big frags. And his overpass, he's making up for Axile in a lot of spots.
Yeah.
We'll see. Constantly updating here on the jump spot. There's room for a headshot if JDC is fast enough, although the approach from stairs, of course. You'd be pretty surprised to see that come through. But here it is again.
Yep.
Get space for free, explode, commit to a site quickly.
The one
Let's
round
see what they try to do.
that they picked up outside of those opening 4. Pistols pressing into A.
Yeah. They're setting up a lurk.
With Frozen over towards Monster, I mean, Hobbit on an aisle. Picks up the first one, and again, able to just lock in connector. But there's Frozen, a chance to activate Exertion. He's going to keep him busy up at A. Damage into Axile. More, in fact, on Shiro. And an open B site, so it seems. There's another piece here. There's another in the water. NaVi fully healthed. Frozen barely standing, and Dexter strikes him down. Dexter now the only one with full HP. A mistimed unscoped.